On this week's episode of Make It with Calvin, hopefully the light's going to stay on, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the backstory behind attempting to make a replacement fan for my dad's electric mower, and what's that entailed so far. So let's dive into it. So in short, I'm down at my parents' house and I'm currently filming this in the future as per the timeline of building the fan part, but the advantage of doing this in the future is I can talk about what did not go right and what I would do differently and what the plan is going forwards. So in short, I believe it was about 5 or 6 days before Christmas, I got a text message from my dad saying he was mowing in the backyard, hit a light that he didn't realize was in the ground, and pretty much just nuked the fan on his electric mower. This is one of the pieces that was lying around. Now, to my dad's credit, I told him, hey, I'd love to take this project on, and if you can get me some usable dimensions from this part, I can kind of go from there. Now, in the video where it's us in the backyard, I look like I'm giving my dad a little bit of a hard time with the dimensions. It was nothing personal, it's just I pretty much was running on energy fumes after dealing with the absolute nightmare that was the Southwest nuclear meltdown, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. So if I appear a little bit annoyed on camera, that is the reason why. It was a fiasco. But going back to the part itself, whoops, this was the original part that I came up with, and some of the problems that were on this were actually me misreading the dimensions that my dad had sent over, and part of it's the dimensions my dad sent over not being perfect, but like I said, it was a good enough prototype. So the initial prototype was printed in G-Tech's black PETG filament, and I was genuinely curious if this fit, how well PETG was going to hold up. But as my dad noted, when he went to go and pick this up, he bent the fins a little bit and, well, one of them broke. And that's not necessarily to say that this was bad PETG by any means. I just think it's going to break along the layer lines more or less. And for this application, I do not think PETG would hold up. I'm assuming that this part was some kind of probably glass-filled nylon or something. I looked all over the broken parts. I could not find a code for what plastic it is, but it's definitely something glass-filled by the looks of it. Now, as for going forwards, while I was down here, thankfully, I was able to extrapolate the correct dimensions from this and just went ahead and redid the part. Now, as for printing a replacement, I put out a EPB on Twitter. Said, hey, if anybody wants to collab on a project, let me know, and I had a couple people offer to send me some filament, and Sliceworks mentioned that they were working on some filament, and if I could send them the STL, they'd be willing to print it, I'm assuming. So we'll see what happens on that, but let's jump to the footage of the time-lapse and a little bit of the flying down, and then my dad and I in the backyard talking about things. So if you want to see all that, feel free. If you don't, well, there's other videos on the channel you can watch. Hope you guys enjoy some time lapses, my dad and I brainstorming stuff, and all that good stuff. So, see you guys, well, in the next video with whatever becomes of this.
that's what I hit. Yeah, pick it up.
This is, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that's what destroyed the mower to begin with. Look at that. That is brass, or probably brass, and that just got shattered. Holy moly. Don't do that, people.
This might be an issue looking at it now. Is it going to hit?
Be careful.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's already hitting. But the shaft does measure and it does fit, right?
Good.
Kind of really tight.
Because really with this, it's this piece which is seating inside there, so this is more important.
And so that locks. Okay. I just don't want things that would be a trouble for me to replace. I don't want to leave behind, and we really don't need the blade, so let me just throw that on there too.
How critical is...
Although I guess I should straighten and sharpen the blade.
Yeah, oh wait. I got it.
Yeah, look at the brass deposit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at this, even worse over here.
Yeah.
The big light just got kicked around up where the fan is. And
I don't think
damage.
this was intended for picking up brass lights.
No.
I think it was more like you hit a rock or something.
All right.
Well,
boy, this is sure the end of the year where things just aren't going right, is it?
no, for reference, I was part of the Southwest nuclear meltdown. My bag is still God knows where. I can't get in touch with the airline to save my life. Oh, and then the part for the mower doesn't work. But you know what?
And you know what? My phone got canceled.
So, needless to say, I'm hoping we're getting all the bad juju out before we get into 2023. But while I'm down here, I can still extrapolate all the necessary dimensions, make all the modifications, make it as accurate as I can. Then when I get back up, print a new one, mail it down, and hopefully he won't move over any more lights, and hopefully the replacement part will fit.